I have written, it will be much easier for you. Yep. So let us start with this one, okay? Producing P out of A or A out of P. How we can just obtain such equations? So let's say that the year-end payment for every year is A, okay, till the end year. So for the present value of the year-end payment, what we can think about actually? So for the year-end payment, A is a feature value for me, isn't it? It's a kind of feature amount. When I consider the present value, it's a kind of feature amount. Let's say that I invested $1 million present, and I am going to obtain, let's say, $200 per year for 10 years, for 20 years, whatever. So these, all of them are feature value for me actually. So this is F for me. If I'm going to calculate the P, this is a kind of F for me. So whenever I calculate the present value, I can use the formula of this, okay? Now, P will be equal to, this feature word is a kind of annual worth for this case, okay? Because it's a kind of feature time for me. I'm at the present now. So in order to calculate the present worth, I will use the same equation. I will use, this will be A for me now, and 1 over 1 plus I to the nth power, which is actually 1 plus I to the minus nth power, as given in here. Let me open there. Yep, in here. So this is the present value of the year-end payment for the first year. What about the second year? The same thing for me. Then it will be a kind of A times 1 over 1 plus I to the second, okay, power. The third year, it will be the third power. And for the nth year, it will be again A times 1 over 1 plus I nth power. So I should sum all of them to be able to calculate the present worth. So when I sum all of them, I can take everything in the A parenthesis, and it will give me a kind of such equation, okay? And in the end, if I multiply both sides by 1 plus I, for example, I'm multiplying both sides with 1 plus I, what will happen? In this part, it will be 1 plus I times P. It will be equal to A times 1 plus 1 over 1 plus I plus 1 over 1 plus I to the second power. And, right, it will go down through 1 over 1 plus I n minus 1. Why? Because we are multiplying 1 plus I, right? So it will be n minus 1 in here now. And if we subtract the original equation from the second equation, so we are subtracting this equation from this equation. Okay, we are trying to derive equations, you know, from the calculus, right? So what will happen? In this side, we will have Pi is equal to A times 1 minus 1 over 1 plus I nth power. And all in all, I will derive such equation. A is equal to P times this factor, okay? Which is called as the capital recovery factor for us, okay? So any questions while we are calculating this, let me say, present value of each year? How we can use such one? Yep. Someone has written something that I can't see now. Let me close. Okay, someone is late. Any questions about that part, guys? How we can obtain such values, like such formulas for every year? And in the end, how we can obtain such value for the A? No questions at all? Everything is clear? All okay? That's cool. Okay, okay. That's cool, that's cool. So if everything is clear, then we can calculate annual worth based on the present worth using the interest rate and the number of time periods, right? And of course, if we know such equation, now we can leave the P alone and we can find in terms of P equivalency, right? P will be equal to A times something based on this equation now.